This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome to the show. Today we are talking about an event that brings together community, comedy, connection, and a powerful cause, and that is Brew and Bravo. And I'm delighted to meet and have on the show the founder of Brew and Bravo, and that is Cherie Ford. And our good friend Elmer Spates with Veterans One Stop. You are the peer service supervisor.
Yes.
And David Height with us. And David, you contacted me about this, and I have been. Was it a Brew and Bravo thing I went to when I first met you? It was some event that was for veterans.
Yes, it was. I actually invited you to that because back in September we did Toys for Tots.
That's
and
what
I
it was.
invited you to the 22 October event.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You and
And it
Ann,
was-
you and Valerie.
Yeah, right. And we had so much fun. And was not in the military, but I think for your service, Cherie, were you in the military?
No, I was not, but my father's a 100% disabled veteran, and he's
Yeah.
a big part of my why.
Yeah. Oh, well, and that's what's so good. So tell me about Brew and Bravo. This is not a one and done event. This is something you do regularly.
Correct. Brew and Bravo is a platform for veterans to come together and connect and grow meaningful connections. It is not a fundraiser. It is a platform that they can use, whether they're starting or advancing their career, they're starting or growing a business, or they are advocating for a cause. They can come and in an inclusive, fun, relaxed environment and promote themselves. We started really as a networking event for veterans.
And the one that I went to, of course, it was at the Baylor Club. It was a lovely venue, and you had just more fun. I mean, they had the different branches of the military were marching and just having a great time.
Yes, we do want it to be fun and inclusive. No membership. We do raise sponsorships to cover the cost, so it can be free for the veterans to attend, and the veterans don't have to be a sponsor to promote their business. But we do find that there's an awful lot of veterans who still haven't met one another, and there's also a lot of our community that can benefit through connecting with our veterans. So originally we intended it to be a veteran plus one. We quickly learned that our veterans are in our community serving still, and they want more community connections as well.
Yeah. Well, this March event is the one that's coming up. It's coming up on the 4th. It's a Wednesday. And this again will be at Lee Lockwood, though, is where your
Correct.
location is.
We have changed the venue because of our growth. Our first event last year we had 65, and our last event we had 205.
Yeah.
So we were jam-packed,
Yeah.
and we're a pretty high energy. I think that Elmer's been and Doc's been to several of the events, and
No, I got video. I mean, I'll try to find that.
we need room to move.
Yeah.
So we'll be taking over the entire main floor, and we'll have dinner in the atrium. We'll have social hour in the library and our cause corridor. When we started this, the veterans had 30 seconds to do commercials and Oprah style at our events. We've outgrown that.
Yeah.
So now they're going to get an opportunity to promote themselves, their causes, and their businesses during the social hour, which will be coupled as a cause corridor. And then we'll also finish our evening in the library with dessert and coffee. And our wonderful Black Rifle has been with us at every event and set up a coffee bar, and they will be there again.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. And for our first ever laugh off, the competition this year amongst branches at our first event will be which branch can serve the best joke.
I love it. Okay, David, what are you thinking as a Marine? What?
Okay. as a Navy flight corpsman attached with the Marines, I had the opportunity to travel all over the world. So I got to see third world countries like the Philippines and Thailand. And where my community service kicked in was um, we were in Busan, and everyone said, "Let's go drinking." And I said, "No, I want to do something else." Well, we can go paint an orphanage. And we painted this orphanage, and us adults were crying more than the kids when
Yeah.
we gave them toys, because for some of those kids, it was the first time they received toys. But drawing it back in, reeling it back in, it took me 13 years to go from 0 to 100% disability. No one was there to help me. I learned everything. And I told myself I'm going to be there for other veterans in every capacity to help them navigate the resources, help them tap into their opportunities and stuff. And I knew the event in October was going to be bigger than July, but whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Been
Well,
blessed.
yeah, absolutely. Well, so Elmer, of course, speaking, what a great entree into to Veteran One Stop, and the love and the passion that you have shown for veterans. Of course, you're in the Army colonel, right?
Yes,
Retired,
yes, yes.
and so you could be doing a lot of different things besides working as hard as you do for veterans, but Veterans One Stop is a passion for you.
It is, and like I told you before, when I first retired, I needed about 5 years just to relax. After 35 years of kind of getting after it, and I wanted to give back to my community. And in the 35 years, I've served with every service. So we kind of did some reading. We found Veterans One Stop, and now it is just that. It's not one stop. It's nonstop, and I love it.
Veterans One
And so
Stop, that's good.
Rename it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it reminds me of being in uniform. Every day is different. Every day is a surprise. You cannot plan during the day,
Yeah.
but you go home at the end of the day and know you've met people like Sherry, and you work with people like Doc. Everybody's out there trying to make it a better world. And when you make it better for veterans, you make it better for everybody. That's what people don't understand. And yet, today in HEB, I run up on a veteran with his veteran's cap on, and we're talking. I said, "Hey, have you ever been to Veterans One Stop?" Never heard of it. So I got a lot of work still to do.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Yeah.
and I said, "You're less than a mile away, brother. I just need you to go down to LaSalle
Check us
and check
out.
us out. Appreciate it."
Yeah.
I said, come on Thursday, have lunch with us, and have a good time. But Sherry offering us to be the benefactor of this next month's event,
yeah.
I think is great. She asked me, "What do we need?" And one of our needs, and I've talked to the city of Waco about this as well, and they'll help in as well, is transportation. So transportation for vets. Not every vet has a vehicle. Not every vet has access to the bus system and so forth. So one of the things we give out are bus passes. We can give out one every 90 days to a particular veteran, and we have a series of 1 day or the 31 day, and depending on if they got a new job and they're just trying to get on their feet, they got to get to their first paycheck. That's the kind of veteran we'd give a 31-day bus pass to. And many times those veterans, once they get on their feet, they come back to One Stop and they give back. And that's what I like seeing.
Yeah.
When I see people that One Stop has helped and they'll come back. We have a lunch program now. We've changed it up. Met a young married couple at Harley Davidson event, and they told me their story of how they started out at the One Stop, struggling. He had PTSD, just gotten out of the Army, just trying to figure it out. Now they have their own barbecue business and they're doing well. So they come back and they're going to serve in September, and they're going to serve us a meal of barbecue during one of the lunches. So it's great. When I start seeing things come full circle, it's a great day.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to be
Yes.
so gratifying
Amen
to
to
you.
that.
About how many veterans do you normally have coming?
We range anywhere depending on the time of year. This time of year is slow, so we'll do about 95. But in the summer, when everything is going, we can see upwards to 100, 150. During Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we'll see upwards to 250, maybe 300. So it varies. And nobody walks away hungry.
No, that's right. You provide them food, but what are some of the other services you
Oh,
offer
now
them?
other services now throughout the year is explicitly for services. I wanted just to throw this out. When I first started the job, we saw a little over 8,000 veterans that year. Last year we topped 10,000, and we're helping with VA benefits. So we assist with VA benefits. We
Yeah,
have
just navigating
yeah,
all the
navigating
forms
that
and
whole
all
piece
that.
of it. And so
Yeah.
McLean County has their veteran service officers, and they're housed in with us. We help with employment, kind of employment assistance. They can teach you how to write a resume, how to do interview, and how to just look for a job. So we got a person there for that. We have clinical counselors who work with mental health and with alcohol and drug abuse. We have case managers who will help with life skills. Some people just have not figured out how to do some of those things. And when you're dealing with mental health issues, some life skills issues do not come common. So we have people with that. And then we have people like me, myself, Gwen, and a couple others. We're just peers. Sometimes a veteran just needs to talk to another veteran. And every Monday I'll sit down with a couple of them and we'll just sit and talk for about an hour. And it's whatever comes up. And it's a great time. Doc leads one of our ETS. But we're probably going to link those two together because it's a great group, and Doc does a good job with them.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your work with them. What has surprised you about what you've learned through the Veterans One Stop and the veterans you deal with?
Well, it's funny because in 2016, I didn't know where Veteran One Stop was, and I wanted to take this peer network training course, and it was in August of 16, and I took it, and I was amazed because they have a food pantry and a clothing pantry, and I thought, boy, they got everything. Actually, we're opening up a barber shop pretty
Right.
soon too.
Right.
Oh, that's
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
There's a
barbershop
pool
open.
table there. There's a weight room. Homeless veterans can come in off the street and take a shower, wash their clothes.
That's awesome.
I was so amazed. Dr. Phil was leading our group, and his dad got sick, so he moved to Colorado, and so we just started taking turns, and I think I've been leading it pretty much for 4 years now,
Really.
and it's a good feeling. It's a good day when you can put a smile on a fellow veteran's face, because a lot of our veterans, especially our Vietnam vets, were overlooked. We have one Vietnam vet in the group that told us, and it made me tear up, that when he got back, he went in. The first thing he did was he went into the restroom and he threw his uniform away, because this was like in 1970, 71, where
Oh, they were being spat
They-
on and right,
called
right.
baby.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no.
Wow.
So Veteran One Stop is like the best kept secret.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like to go to the VA, so Veteran One Stop is a wonderful choice,
Yeah.
alternative.
And we're super excited about being able to feature them. We had Toys for Tots in December, and bring a bus pass, or we'll have a cash donation and convert those to bus passes. And the city's kind enough to come and help us collect those donations. So we just want to help these great organizations and these great veterans still serving make an impact and help with their impact.
So, what excites you the most about this upcoming event, then, Sherry?
I'm super excited about having the whole floor to move because
And it's such a great venue and great parking. I mean,
It
it's an
is.
easy place to have an event at
And-
Lee Lockwood. Yeah.
And with the growth we have planned, it's going to be a spectacular, and just being able to make an impact with these veterans.
Yeah.
And there's so many great organizations in town. It's hard to, and I know our next event will be Quilts of Valor.
Oh
and
yes, and
We're
what a
going to be
wonderful thing
asking,
that
and we
is.
will be awarding Quilts of Valor at each one of our events as
Yes.
well.
Mhm.
during
I know
the,
you did one at the one I attended. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that's going to become a regular part of
Oh.
our events. So I'm just super excited about impact, because I believe that attending one event doesn't get you that. It's that momentum of growing together
Yes.
and serving together.
Yes.
And laughing together.
Yes.
And
Laughter's important.
Laughter is the best
very important.
medicine.
Yep. And we do
Yeah.
have a Navy comedian that's coming back. He was at our first event last year. I don't know if Elmer, do you remember him?
I didn't get a chance to stay.
Oh, that's right. I think you were at all the others. And oh yeah, you were there, but you had to leave. And anyway, he's a Navy comedian, and he's hysterical. And he just did a fantastic job at our first event, and everybody wanted to bring him back.
Okay.
So MJ Moody will. Oh, we've got a lot of great comedians in town. But since he kicked us off last year, we're going to let him kick us off this year.
So, Ann, you
Absolutely.
definitely need to be there on the 4th of March.
Okay. Tickets are free for veterans.
Correct.
$25. And so, accessibility for these veterans is important to you all, though, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
And we will be assisting with transportation. Once we figure out how many people want to come and can't get there, we're going to find a way to make that happen. So they can get on Eventbrite, or they can get a ticket at the door, or they can go in Lee Lockwood, and Lee Lockwood will help them as well.
Oh, yeah. And they're wonderful to work with as well. If somebody's on the fence about attending, what would you say to encourage them to come on March 4th to Brew and Bravo?
I would say it's very inclusive, very welcoming,
Right.
very relaxed. Elmer,
Yeah,
can you?
come. Just if you're on the fence, come once, and you'll figure out whether you like it or not. But I guarantee you, something there, someone you meet, something about the agenda and everything they set up so well, you'll return, and you'll look forward to each event, and you'll regret. It's like, they're only doing 3 a year or one a quarter.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
can you do more?
Yes.
And so you're going to look for more. So
you
it's
go,
a great
Mark.
event. It's a lot of fun. It's always at the end of my longest day. I'm tired when I get there, but I get boosted up just by
Yes.
being in there.
The energy level.
Veterans support each other. Many of them, they can't talk to just everybody, but when they get in a room of veterans, you find like-minded people.
Yes.
You find people with a similar story, similar
Yeah.
experiences, and then that person who was isolated just 30 minutes ago, now all of a sudden he's in a group of friends, got new friends, that's having a good time.
Yes.
And then with civilians, and it's not civilians, and I tell civilians, how many times do you get a chance to meet a guy or a young lady who's walking history? So you get a chance to sit down with somebody who's walking history, and we got a few World War II guys left. We still got a good bunch of Vietnam veterans left. And all these things you read about in books, now you get a chance to talk to a person who actually walked through those rice paddies, who got to serve with other nations, the Korean, like the White Horse Division out of Korea, who fought alongside Americans, things like that. You read about it in books, but when you talk to somebody who was there, it's just fantastic. It's a great opportunity to do that, and it makes for lasting friendships.
Yes, and all this is helping to Veterans One Stop and give them your location.
Right, we're at 2010 LaSalle. I always tell people we're neatly tucked away between the flea market and the Pepsi distributor on LaSalle. So if you go past, if you're coming down, headed toward Baylor, and you hit the Pepsi distributor, there's one quick turnaround. You can turn around and come back and get to us. But we love to have you. If you just want to come in and do a walkthrough, come in. We'll give you a tour of the facility, talk you through everything we do, and like Doc laid out. Sometime in March, we're going to do the grand opening of a brand new barbershop, and we look forward to that.
That's
awesome.
that's going to be wonderful. Again, coming up on the 4th of March at Lee Lockwood, it is Brew and Bravo, and and you'll have other information for upcoming dates as well. But again, you can. How do you get tickets? How do you get reservations?
On Eventbrite,
Okay.
or at the door at Lee Lockwood
Okay.
that night, or in advance. And if you need more information, you can email us at brewandbravo@gmail.com.
Oh, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you so much,
Thank you
Ann.
for your
your
time.
service to veterans and you veterans for your service. How's that?
you.
Appreciate you so much.
And we appreciate you so much.
We do.
Oh,
Thank
listen,
you.
it's a joy for me. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are warranty working rotating glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bills. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
And we are back. David is staying with us for this segment because, David, you are the medical and training officer for Heart of Texas Young Marines, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And I'm delighted to have two representatives from Heart of Texas Young Marines with us. We have Enola Saldana, who is also VFW commander of Post 2148.
Correct.
Thank you for your service. And you are an adult volunteer with Young Marines.
Absolutely.
And you're going to re-up, I understand, as adjutant, right?
I'm going to re-enlist.
You're going to re-enlist. I love it.
Cool.
And I'm delighted to welcome Ricky Young, who is a member of the Young Marine Corps here in Central Texas. You graduated from boot camp, you tell me, in 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
So what has the Young Marines meant to you?
It really just strengthens the life of American youth.
Yeah. So you feel like you've gained strength from it. Where do you go to school, first of all?
I go to school in McGregor Junior High.
Okay. All right. So so you started at what age?
I believe I was 12.
Okay. Young people. So tell me, Nola, what you've been a volunteer with Young Marines for a while, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I understand your son was part of it, and then he became a regular Marine.
He's a United States Marine now, stationed at Quantico in Virginia.
Wow. So what was that experience like as a mom,
It was kind of a bonding experience for myself and my son. We were looking for something to do. He was only 10 at the time, but we were looking for something that him and I could do together. He was the youngest. All the other kids were, and it really, really prepared him for life. Actually, he learned so much. He learned discipline. He was the youngest, so he was spoiled rotten. He couldn't be that way with Top at the Young Marines. He could not. He knew how to stand at attention. He knew how to answer a question. It was a really neat experience, and I'll cherish it always.
Yeah. Well, you reference Henry Top Gonzalez.
Yes.
And kind of, David, the reason we're all gathered here today because Henry was on the show for our July 4th episode with one of your colleagues in the Young Marines. And he told us all about it. And it was so clear how much he loved Young Marines. And I sadly say loved because he has passed on recently. And had a magnificent memorial service there at First Woodway. where he was very involved in one of the ministries there at the church. But David, just your thoughts about Henry Gonzalez, Top Gonzalez.
When I first met him in 21, with the Marine Corps League, I'm the junior vice commandant in the Marine Corps League. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, I need some adult volunteers." So I went over, and we were at a different headquarters, and I thought, I'd like to do this. I'd like to help out. And I've learned a lot from Top. History of the Marine Corps, discipline. When I actually first met Top, I thought, boy, he's kind of mean. But then I realized that there was a method to the madness, I guess you say. And we all love him, and we'll all hold and cherish the memories that we have with him. And we're going to carry on the mission that he started.
Yeah, he devoted his life to service, no question. His faith, his community. How would you describe his sense of purpose?
He really wanted to help the community, just make it a better place. And really helped me too.
Yeah.
Learned
yeah.
a lot of things from him.
Do you have like a favorite memory with him as a commander?
When I first met him, me and my mom
really?
went to Young Marine headquarters, I was really nervous and enlisted.
What got you interested in doing this? Do you have family members who were in the Marines, or?
Yes, I have plenty of family members that were in the service, but not in the Marines. Ever since I was little, I've wanted to be a Marine, wanted to be in the Marine Corps.
Really?
And this is just helping me into it.
Doesn't help that his mom is
Yeah.
in the Army.
So Nola, tell me your thoughts about Henry.
Oh, he was one of the good guys. He really was. He was very firm with these kids. He wanted them to do well, not only during drill. He wanted them to do well in school. He wanted them to do well at home. He had many conversations with parents who were struggling with, the discipline of the children. And when they came to drill, he would take them aside. He would take those kids aside, and he had a conversation with them. And it was like he was everybody's grandpa. He loved these kids, all of them, every single one. There were some of them that were tough to love, I promise you. As an adult volunteer, I was like, whoo, or what are we going to do with this kid? But Top knew how to handle that, and he did. And he went into the schools, he went into the churches, he went into the community, wherever that kid was at and he needed to be talked to, Top would go there. So he was just a very good person, and he inspired my son. Young Marines isn't a grooming process for the United States Marine Corps. It's just not at all. But my son, when he went into boot camp, everything that Top taught him, he excelled. Everything that he did, he excelled in because of the Young Marines. And that was because of Top. And I'm really going to miss him.
Yeah. Oh, he left a huge void. I know. So what do you think he meant to the broader community here in Central Texas?
Everyone loved him.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was a deacon. He was a greeter at his church.
Viento Fuerte Church.
Yes. And during the funeral, the pastor said that he went to see Top shortly before Top transitioned into heaven. And Top looked at the pastor and said, "Pastor, I haven't paid my tithes for the last 2 weeks." He was so concerned about the tithes. And Top looked out for everyone else before he looked out after himself. And he's just a wonderful human being. Yeah.
Can you share maybe a favorite memory with Top?
Well, golly, there's 100 of them. A funny one is in It was at one of the Vietnam veteran sunset memorial services in the last, had to have been 2 or 3 years. I I took a picture of my son, but I took the picture when I was FaceTiming my son, so it looked like I was in, it looked like we were actually FaceTiming. And I said, "Hey, Top," I said, look at Little Hawk," and he started talking to the phone. He thought I was actually FaceTiming my son, but I had just clicked a picture of my son, and it wasn't FaceTime. And he was like, "How come he's not talking back?" I said, "Well, because that's a picture talk." He's like, "Oh, Nola, what are you doing? Are you trying to embarrass me?" But I thought that was hilarious. He was really going on. He was talking to my son. He was just talking to a picture.
Yeah, but a great sense of humor.
Absolutely. He did have a sense of humor.
Yes, he did.
When you got to know him, he absolutely did.
Yeah.
And he loved Baylor, the sport.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He leaves such a wonderful legacy, I think, wouldn't you say? And I'm hoping that we can maybe show part of the interview I did with him on this episode because what he meant to young Marines and what that meant to him was so clear to me, so evident. Yes. It's good to have a remembrance segment for him, but what do you hope to achieve out of your time with young Marines?
I want to learn as much as I can and maybe enlist in the Marine Corps.
You are planning to
Yes, ma'am.
to move on with this. That's great. Nola, for yourself, what are you hoping?
I hope to give back. I want to get back in it. I don't have any kids at home now. Back then I was real busy and ripping and roaring. I'm fixing to retire, so I'm going to dedicate a lot more of my time to the kids, to the community, and to Top's memory.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your service.
I was in the United States Navy. Navy beat Army.
Oh,
we did.
Yes.
We
yes,
did
they
this last time.
How
1
many
point.
times?
That's all it takes. I was deployed 3 times. I was in the Persian Gulf. I've been all over the world. I've been on 3 different ships. I was injured in the Gulf, so I was medically retired as well. Now I work at the VA. I've been at the VA for 20 years as a mental health caseworker, and I'm hoping to retire in a year and a half. And my young Marine, him and his wife just had a baby a month and a half ago, and I was in Virginia during the snowstorm and everything, and I got stuck there, which
So
it could
you
have
have
been
a
worse.
new title.
Yeah, I've got. I have 4 grandkids.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Gamma.
Yeah,
I'm gammy.
You're gammy.
I am gammy. But yeah.
Oh, thank you, and thank you for your service. And David, you go by Doc, so tell them a little bit about your service.
Well, I was a Navy flight corpsman. I went through boot camp Great Lakes. I went through my medical training Balboa and San Diego, and then I went right next door to Camp Pendleton to go through Field Med Service School, which teaches us medics how to wear the Marine Corps uniform, how to march, how to do field medicine like MASH. And then I went to Beaufort Naval Hospital, and then I went to K-Bay, Kaneohe Marine Base, Hawaii, which it's called now. Back in the day, it was Kaneohe Marine Corps Air Station. And I flew medevacs, and I was the first corpsman they sent from Hawaii to Pensacola to go through Naval Aircrew Candidate School, because before that, they had done OJT, and they finally said, no, everyone goes through the training. And I just loved being with the Marines because we would have a 2-hour lunch break compared to 45 minutes if we were with the real Navy. And I mean, just everything, we did everything they did. We went to the range just like them, and I would do it over again in a heartbeat.
Well, again, we thank you, and you were so good with your thoughts, all the ways that you help, and it's just a joy for me to get to visit with you and hear about young Marines, and you've given me this fabulous shirt, part of this that I will wear with pride. This is wonderful.
We'll work on getting you a cap, Lieutenant.
Okay, all right, that will be great. So how can we in the community help support young Marines? Is there anything we can do?
Yes. Our new headquarters is 2022 Clay Ave. This upcoming Saturday from 8 to 10, we will be doing registrations for the next recruit training this Saturday from 8 to 10. If anyone wants to know anything about the Young Marines, they can reach out to Jesse or myself. We'd be more than happy to give them the information, because we teach these young Marines not only the history and the discipline of the Marine Corps, but we also do a lot of community service events with them. We do John the Baptist Food Pantry once a month. At Christmas time, the Young Marines help the Marine Corps League and the VFW ring the Salvation Army bell. We go do a lot of community service events with them, and we would be more than happy to give you that information.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank you all so much.
Thank you
for all your service. And again, we are just grateful for having been able to know Henry Top Gonzalez, and thankful for his memory as well. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
Great products start with quality materials and trusted service. And no one's more committed than Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas. With windows built to last, backed by the best lifetime warranty. 0% financing is available with your good credit. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for the last windows you'll ever need.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
We have Henry Gonzalez, who is Master Sergeant retired at U.S. Marine Corps, and with him, Julie Solano, who is a member of the Young Marines. And I thought, what a perfect thing to talk about on the 4th of July. I'm excited about today's 4th of July, but next year, that's the big one, 250th. Are you excited about that, Julie?
Yes, I am.
Well, let's talk about the Young Marines. My exposure to your group is through AmeriCorps, the RSVP program. I mean, for the many years I've been involved with their annual awards banquet, the Young Marines are there, and they are serving us tea and water and bussing the tables and just making themselves so useful.
Yes.
And so I know that those kind of organizations don't just happen. So, Henry, tell me, how did all this start for you? How did you get involved with Young Marines?
Well, back in 1997, we had a Marine who was serving at the El Paso Police Department, transfer up here to Hewitt Police Department.
Yeah.
His son was a member of the El Paso Young Marines. So he came up and asked, why don't y'all have a Young Marine unit here? So we started, at that time, we started working passing the word around, talking to families, friends, to see if we can get enough kids to sign up and join.
Uh-huh.
So in '99, we finally said we're going to start in July. Had to be the hottest summer we ever had, too. But we had 130 kids.
Did you really?
130 kids signed up, and we went through training at TSTC because our commanding officer was a housing director at TSTC, so he had access to the buildings we could use to have classes and do a lot of our stuff we needed to do and feed the kids also there at the cafeteria. So that's what we got, where we started, and we stayed there about 3 years, and then we moved to the Reserve Center on U Road.
Oh, yeah, right.
And we were there for about 4 years, and then we broke up into 2 units.
It grew.
Because the first unit was the Greater Waco Young Marines, and then we broke it up and we started the Heart of Texas Young Marines.
Okay.
So we had a Marine who was a member of our detachment, because the Marine Corps League is the one who sponsors each individual unit wherever they may be situated in the country. So we had a Marine, his name was Victor Marks. He's a minister now, so and he bought the old school buildings on 15A Street. It was I can't remember now what it was, the school. Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember myself. I can't.
Yeah. So he bought.
So it's a kind of an abandoned schoolhouse? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
yes. It had football field, gym, everything
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Because he was going to start a outreach program for kids in the neighborhood to bring them to his ministry. And he was an expert in martial arts, so he was going to use that as the tool to
Right.
engage with
The
them.
hook.
Yeah, yes, and hey,
bring him
teach
in,
right,
learn some
right.
martial arts. Yeah.
So then he left, and they sold the property out. And
Oh.
when they bought the property, they let us maintain the building we were using. We maintained that building for about 15 years.
Really?
Yes. And before they started raising the rent on us, before we didn't
Yeah.
have no rent.
Hmm.
So then we had the St. Mark Lutheran provide a place for us to meet. That's where we're meeting now.
Okay, good.
But
Good.
at one time, I had close to 95 kids in the program.
Mm.
We were very active, like the RSVP and other organizations we help. Sertoma Kite Festival we did every year. The Kiwanis, we helped with their pancake breakfast and suppers.
Oh, yeah.
So, we did quite a bit where the kids got involved because they could see what kind of difference they can make in the community by assisting. So that was our main goal, because we're a community service youth organization. So we go out and do community service. And after 50 hours of community service, they earn a ribbon that they wear. Like she has a ribbon. She's
Oh,
working,
Julie, congratulations.
and
yeah.
she's working on her community service. She needs about 5 more hours to earn her ribbon for that. So and that sometimes holds you back from promotion until you complete that. See, so she's close to achieving that goal right now.
Now, this is for ages 8 to 18.
8 to 18 years old.
So do you have little bitty
until they
ones?
graduate.
Or until they
because-
graduate from high school.
Yes.
So, Julie, I understand you're a student at Rappaport Academy. How did you hear about this? What made you decide to want to become a young Marine?
So I actually heard about it through my best friend. She was in the program since she was about 8 years old, and she went through the work. She earned a lot of her ribbons, but she had to leave for a little bit. Eventually, she came back though, and her parents shared with my parents about how they loved the program and about how they saw a lot of good growth from her being in there. And so my parents encouraged me to join, and that's how I started.
Well, I mean, it's really such a great thing for young people in that it does teach them self-confidence.
Yes.
And
Discipline.
discipline, academic achievement is a part of it, and really as far as requirements, from what I understand, just need to be in good standing in your school.
It to be in school. It'd
Right.
be in school, first of all. Be in school.
In school, yeah, right. So, yeah, it's just the whole package, the
Yes.
the moral, the mental, the
Yes.
physical development. So let's talk about that. When I think of the Marines, I think boot camp. Okay,
Yes.
she's shaking her head. So
A little bit.
so tell me about the physical the physical requirements that you do calisthenics? Do you do PT?
We do PT. It's not as vigorous as like normal Marine training, thankfully.
Well, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, they are kids.
It's built for different ages. You know, if the younger you go, the less you have to do. The older kids are expected to do more vigorous exercise. But overall, it's not as much as a boot camp would require.
So are
And we try not to call it boot camp. We call it recruit training.
recruit training? Okay, well, because you mentioned that as you were getting started, you had classes. So what's involved in the classes, Julie?
For physical exercise?
Well, any of it. Do you have like academic type things? Do you learn like?
Oh yeah.
I don't come from a military family.
Yes.
My brother-in-law was in commander of the Navy, but I don't really understand a lot about the ranks and so forth.
Yes.
You were a master sergeant.
Yes.
So what does that mean? How does that correlate with like the other branches of the military?
Because a master sergeant is an E8, which would be an E8 in any of the other services.
Okay.
So it's a eighth position in the listed rank structure. Okay, so I could have gone higher, but the people ahead of me didn't want to retire to give me an opportunity to move up. So I got out and started a new career. So.
Yeah.
But yes, and they learned our rank structure, and they earned rank in the program also. Leadership's the biggest thing that we try to instill in the kids, to be basic good leaders in the community, school, at home, and in our program. So as they move up in rank, to go higher to a certain rank, they have to go to a school. And the schools are held in Oregon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it's
So
quite
they
a
have to
trip.
travel to Oregon to go to school and come back, and then again move up again to the next group, because it's a junior leadership school, a senior leadership school, and then an advanced leadership school. So the junior and the senior are 1 week each. The advanced leadership school is 2 weeks. The first week they go and enhance their leadership skills in regards to how to teach classes and so forth.
Oh.
And then the second week, they are teaching these other two classes that came in, are helping us teach them to grow in leadership positions.
Yeah.
So
setting
they're
that example.
applying what they learn.
Yeah, setting that example. This is really kind of encouraging to me to see this kind of program for young people. Of course, I think the Boy Scouts, and there are lots of worthy, wonderful, groups for young people to be involved in. Julie, you haven't been in real long, about 6 months or so.
6 months. I just graduated a couple months ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You just graduated from
Recruit training.
recruit training. Okay.
And an honor graduate.
Oh,
Sure,
I might add. Very good. Congratulations. So are you looking ahead to maybe going into the military after school?
Well, it wasn't in my plans originally, but I joined Young Marines and I saw the structure, and I've always wanted to pursue something in the medical field. So I was thinking of maybe pursuing being out in the field as a nurse or as a doctor.
Yeah, and continuing on with service to the nation as well.
Well, the biggest thing, we cannot push service on the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we cannot say, oh, you be good in the Army. No, we can't. That's something they have to do on their own.
Sure.
A lot of them join because their older siblings have joined the service. Their
Yeah, in
father
your case,
served
your
in the
friend.
service.
Yeah.
Yeah, they served in the service, so they want to see what it tastes like. But like I said, maybe I put about 2,200 kids through the program. Maybe about 20 have gone on their own.
Is that right?
Yes. I had one who just retired 2 months ago, doing 21 years. She was in my first recruit platoon at TSTC.
Really?
And she retired as a sergeant major at E9, so she got higher than I did. See, so I have some who are officers also, because their fathers went to the Naval Academy, and they in turn went to Naval Academy, and
right.
like they're majors or what. Yeah, she's a major right now, so they got the opportunities to do whatever they want and to serve the country. To me, that's the best thing to me, serving my country. Yes.
Oh, well said on July 4th, I might add. But, it's just got to make you feel so grateful that you've gotten to do this work for all these years.
Oh, yes, and we compete a lot. Our unit competes against other units. And then our senior young Marines compete against other units. So in turn, we always select a young Marine of the year. That young Marine of the year competes against the other young Marines of the year from the different units. And then in turn, they go to a higher level. Like we have a company, battalion, regiment, division. Okay, so they go up higher to see how high they can go to be the number one young Marine in the division. So at one time, I had 5 females who were the our division commanders or young Marines of the year, right? So when they're division young Marines of the year, they get to travel quite a bit. They escorted Iwo Jima survivors to Iwo Jima for a reunion of American and Japanese. It's they're dying away quick, but
I know,
they're
we're
still
losing them.
I've never been on Iwo Jima, and they have been, and they bring me back the sand from Iwo Jima. They bring me back sand from Iwo Jima. So,
oh my goodness!
Yeah, I said, wow.
What a memory of a lifetime.
And again, if they become Division Young Marine of the Year, they compete against, there's 6 divisions in the Young Marine program. They compete against all the other Division Young Marine of the Years to see who's going to be the number 1 Young Marine of the Year.
Yeah, yeah.
2011, we had the number 1 Young Marine.
Did you really?
Yes, it was my granddaughter also. So.
Well, isn't that neat?
Yeah, so she competed, she won. And then the same year, they invited the Young Marines to participate in the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Parade. And that was the first parade they ever had, 2011, the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
So we led the parade, and she was the leader of the whole
Oh, my
parade.
goodness.
So
yeah.
we raised a lot of money we took about 30 kids.
Yeah.
And then parents and friends went along with the package that we had to travel. So they enjoyed it. And besides traveling that way, our young Marines still have an opportunity to travel during the summer also.
Mm-hmm.
It's called summer programs of adventures, challenges, encampments, and schools. So they get to go to different places that they can go and see other young Marines and participate in a lot of different activities. So we had one who went scuba diving, and they gave him a whole scuba outfit when he left. I said,
wow.
We have aviation school, have a space camp. We used to have a Civil War Academy, Revolutionary War Academy. They go up to Wyoming for a ranch to spend the 7 days up there in the ranch and learn how to herd cattle.
Yeah, dude ranch.
They get yes. They have those opportunities.
It's just incredible what all they can do.
Before COVID, right before COVID started, we had kids that could go. They wanted to volunteer to go to Australia for 21 days.
Yeah,
21 days. So they got to fly them out there, house them, feed them, fly them back, right?
Yeah.
$500.
Unbelievable.
Because the sponsorships that would support all those programs were, they're great and outstanding to help the kids and, succeed and see things that they never probably would have seen in their lives. So.
Well, this is exciting for me to hear, and I want to hear more. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to learn a little bit more about your military service. So stay with us.
At Covers and All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com.
And we're back with Master Sergeant Henry Gonzalez III, retired from the U.S. Marine Corps, and Julie Solano, who is a young Marine. She's kind of young in the Young Marine program, about 6 months. But how many more years do you foresee that you'll be involved with Young Marines?
Honestly, as long as I can,
Yeah?
until I graduate.
Okay, so I didn't ask, how are you classified? You're
Well, I'm a private first class.
No, what grade are you in?
Oh, I'm so
That's what
sorry.
I meant.
I'm going into my junior year.
Okay, good. What has surprised you about this program? Anything that, you have a friend who was involved with it, but was there anything like, oh, she didn't tell me that?
Honestly, the volunteer events, it's been really fun to go around Waco and see all these different organizations and being part of all these different events that I didn't even know existed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think meeting new people and seeing and getting all that experience has been really fun. That's been really unexpected for me.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful that you have this opportunity for service, but you are moving up the ranks and you have aspirations to get. Hearing about all this travel, Henry, that they're able to do, do you kind of aspire maybe to do more traveling with the Young Marines?
Definitely. This is definitely my plan.
Yeah, what would be your dream trip on something like this that you've heard of so far?
Probably go to Australia as well.
Oh, gosh. Wouldn't that be?
That would be my dream, to be honest.
Well, that would be fun.
Oh,
I mean, it's almost like, from what you're saying, it's like the sky's the limit.
It is.
For a young Marine. Of
They
course,
can make
this
it
organization started a while back. I want to say it was in the late 50s.
1959.
Yeah. And in Connecticut.
Yeah, Waterbury, Connecticut.
Yeah, and so, but your main headquarters, I think, are in Virginia, the
Yes.
national headquarters. But it didn't come to Waco until the late 90s.
Correct. We started at 99.
Yeah, this is one of many. So how many groups in Central Texas are there?
3. We have
The Heart of Texas,
Young
y'all's.
Marines. We have Central Texas Young Marines, and then Bosque
Okay.
County Young
Bosque
Marines.
County. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just such a great thing for young people. I mean, I'm kind of blown away by all that you've been telling me. But let's talk about you. So when did you become a Marine?
Ibery. Well, I enlisted in 1968, and I went. The reason I enlisted was, in high school, you have a civics class. We were studying Vietnam, what was going on. Should we be there? Should we be there? Whatever. I said, well, my uncle was serving at that time, so so I said, I'm gonna join the Marines and serve my country also. So that's when I enlisted and went to the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up?
Where did you grow up? Yeah. Where are you from?
South Waco.
Okay, you are a native. Okay, all right, good. Yeah, and so you've chosen to stay here, but I guess through your military service, you saw the world, huh?
Well, something about I didn't get to go to Europe on the other side of the Atlantic. I just went to the other side of the Pacific. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Did you have a favorite position that you served in?
Well, I was stationed in Washington D.C. for 6 years.
Oh, were you?
And being there 6 years, I still didn't get to see everything.
I know.
And then since I left, the Vietnam War went up, the World War II memorial went up. I got to go back and see everything that's there now because it's
Yeah,
changed
I will
quite a
say
bit.
that Vietnam Memorial.
Yeah.
I love all the memorials, but just walking toward it,
Yes.
I become emotional.
Yes.
Just walking toward it, I started crying. I mean, because it's just names.
Yes.
Names.
See, my uncle, I said, who served,
Mhm.
the instilled me to serve. He's the one that started the Waco Veterans Memorial here.
Did he
the Vietnam.
really?
He's the one, Manuel Societa.
Oh, yes, of course. I know. Yeah,
Okay,
I know him. I
well,
did not know that connection with you.
That's my uncle.
That's your uncle.
Yes.
Well, wonderful family. That's a wonderful family you have.
Yes.
This is just wonderful to. I think it's just neat that we're able to talk about this on July 4th. You know, we just saw the big 250th birthday for the Army. I watched the parade and thoroughly loved the ending. Of course, I'm a musician, and if you watched it, the ending with the music and the fireworks, the medleys, the way they put all that together, it was just spectacular. But I think one of the funniest memes I saw afterwards was this handsome Marine with a birthday cake. It says, "Happy birthday from your more handsome younger sibling."
Yes.
Yeah, but look, I do like looking ahead to the fact that next year is the 250th.
Right. Yep.
And so what kind of things do you want to see happening with the young Marines to sort of celebrate the 250th?
Well, we try to get involved, like, we have the 4th of July on the Brazos.
Oh, yeah.
And before the fireworks go off, we do the color guard before the fireworks go off on the stage every year. So that's one thing we get involved with. Hopefully something big will come up so we can participate in, like some of the communities do have their own little parades in
Oh,
their,
yeah.
So
I think that's good for folks that organize those things to know that you have young people available to help with the honors, shall we say, with the flag.
We try to put that out there, and hopefully this right here will be the thing to do it.
Oh,
This podcast will be the one to help let them see about us.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they can find us on the Heart of Texas Young Marines on Facebook.
Okay, right. And so just go to Facebook and you share, fun events and things that they're doing and service that they're bringing to the community.
Right. And who supports us and so forth. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. I mean, do you have like people that are businesses that are sponsors or?
Well, we don't. Baylor used to be our biggest, well, they didn't sponsor us, but when they had Floyd Casey Stadium, they gave us an area to park on the across from the football field on the clay side. We would earn $1,000 a game parking cars there. And then we would park all the men and women's basketball games at the Farrell Center.
Yeah.
So we earned about $15,000 a year from Baylor. Then, when they moved to McLean,
that went away.
They pushed us. The parking for football went away. We parked one season for the men and women, and then the people who were parking at McLean also got brought over to Farrell, and so a lot of times, like we just received support from Waco Police Association. So there's a lot of people who do that. Even RSVP donates some money from what we do with them, and same thing with Sertoma and Kiwanis, so they keep us afloat.
Yeah, yeah, but you're not selling cookies. You like the Girl Scouts.
No. We could. we used to have a car wash.
Yeah.
At the Church of the Open Door, we used to have a car wash, and we would sell pre-car wash tickets for $3. And then we would wash the cars. One year, we almost made $5,000.
Wow.
And we only washed one car because it poured down. See, we don't have an extra date.
I was going to say, that was, yeah, well, it was a nice little donation. Well, good for you. My goodness. Yeah. But so do you have, I know you don't have a website per se, right?
Well,
other than
the Facebook.
But Facebook is where, through Facebook, if somebody wanted to make a donation to
Oh, yeah.
help you all out, they could do so there.
Well, yes, they,
Okay, and what about finding out more information about how to maybe become a young Marine? Maybe
okay.
learn
We
more
also
about
put on
that.
there that the website you probably went into to get the information you found.
Uh-huh.
It's youngmarines.org, and it shows you there if you want to join or whatever. That's how they joined. Yeah, you go in there and say, and you put application. You start the application online.
Mhm.
Last year was the very first time that everything went online.
Oh.
'Cause everything used to be handwritten
Mhm,
applications. So to me, I had to learn myself how to do it and assist the parents and getting information in. So it's easier. It gets a map comes up. You go to the state you want to join, and it lists the Young Marine units in that state, which is closer to you.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It tells you how to get hold of those people,
Mhm.
to sign them up.
Yeah, it was pretty easy on the Heart of Texas Young Marines to find your
Yes.
name and other people. Who else helps you in leadership with the Young Marines?
Well, Jesse Perez was there. You saw him.
Yeah,
He
I
was
met-
there.
yeah, I met
Jesse
him.
Perez. He's been my executive officer ever since.
Mhm.
He put 5 kids through the program.
Yeah.
I put 8 granddaughters to the program, but he continues to help me. Have Debbie Miller. She's the director of the Waco Child Care. Her son went through the program, and they both said that they will not leave until I leave.
You're not
So,
planning to leave, are you?
Well, my health hasn't been that well, but I'm starting to get a little stronger. So, so we're sticking out. Like I said, it's hard to find people to give their time.
Yeah.
Like when we first started, I told you about when we first started, we had 16 Marines helping to get that first unit started.
Yeah.
Well, they got burned out after 2 years. I said, well, if I was to leave, I don't know where they would go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that's a need. Need to get
Yeah.
get some folks. So the reserves, the reserve centers. Those they're not some guys there that might want to step
the
up.
biggest thing is, it's like I said, it's the Marine Corps League. Marine Corps
Okay.
League is the one who sponsors it. And we
Okay.
have the
So that's a different organization than the reserves, or
yes.
Yeah.
So they're the ones I'm looking for to step forward,
Yeah.
and as Marines, they already know basically what we got to teach them.
Mhm.
See, other than learning how to handle the database to keep their kids' information up to date.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Excellent.
yeah, because
Well,
they earn ribbons. Like this past weekend, they went swim qualification. So that they always have opportunity to earn something.
Yeah.
To make their ribbons grow and grow and grow.
That's all right. Have this big, massive.
Oh, yes.
That's all right. And that would be good. That would be good. Well, it has been a delight to hear so much great information about the Young Marines program, the Heart of Texas Young Marines, located here in Waco. And Julie, all the best to you in your Young
you.
Marine career and on, past schooling. It's really such a great thing that's happening here.
Well, thank Ann for this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you for
both.
having us.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.